back to my channel. This is GeGe Yoga. I'm here with a video today all about how to get into crow pose. So if it's either a new skill you're looking to try or you have an existing crow pose which just might need a little improving and a bit of working on, I've got you. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing with crow pose is to get your body prepped for it. So we're going to start with some core work, because there's quite a lot of core work involved with crow pose. So we're going to start nice and easy with some crunches. So hands go behind the head, not holding the head, just by the ears here. Plant the soles of the feet on the ground, and we're going to take 8 crunches here. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, keep it going. And exhale, 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. Okay. Legs up to the sky, point or flex the feet, doesn't matter too much. If you flex, it's easier to touch your toes. I like to point. And we're going to crunch up to your toes. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. Okay, next thing is to work on your upper arm strength. So we're going to start with a plank and then we're going to go into some push-ups. So first, coming into a high plank, just again activating that core strength. So holding here, deep breath in, long line from the crown of the head down to the heels. So no dipping in those hips and no letting them ride up. Nice, beautiful, long, straight line. Keep breathing. Hands are underneath the shoulder points, heels are reaching back to the back of the mat. Take a couple of rocks here. Keep breathing deeply. Beautiful work. And taking it back to your downwards facing dog. Lift your tailbone up high. Briefly just stretching out those hamstrings, maybe you pedal out the knees. And beautiful work from this downwards facing dog, rolling through to your plank pose. And then options here, you can bring down the knees if you wish and take these press ups on your knees. Just make sure that that upper body is beautiful and straight. Definitely didn't choose the right top of this. Or you can take it on your feet. We're going to take 4 yogi press ups here. So keeping the elbows close to the body. In normal fitness, this will be a tricep push up. Here we go. 4, push it up. 3, push it up. 2, 1 more. 1. Beautiful job. Back to your downwards facing dog. So we're going to work into your actual crow pose now. So circle out the wrists, because we're obviously going to be putting a lot of pressure on your wrists in just a moment. And then circling the other way. And then option here as well to warm up the wrists is to just rock back and forth over the hands. Maybe you turn the fingers back towards you as well. It's a beautiful warm up for the wrists, and you get a really beautiful stretch into your forearms. Just be careful, as this one can be quite intense. And then fingers facing the outside edges of the mat, rocking side to side. Lovely. And then now let's get into those hips. So come into a yogi squat. So you want to take your feet just a little wider than your hips and turn the toes out. And you may find that you find it quite difficult to bring your heels down. It'll come with time. If so, keep the heels up. But if not, heels down it is. Just pressing the knees out with your elbows and a gentle sway back and forth just to really get into those hips. And then you can take a moment of stillness here. So now that all of the components are ready, let's try getting into actual crow pose. So we're just going to rock back and forth into the position. So bring your big toes flush together and come up onto your toes. And we're just going to practice rocking back and forth on those hands. You can always come back to a crouched froggy position here. And then rocking. And come back. Lovely. A common mistake that I see is people doing crow pose with their knees on the outside of their arms. Now, this is a good gateway into getting used to balancing on your arms, but it isn't actually the correct position for crow pose. So, what we're aiming for is bringing the knees to the armpits. So when you're rocking back and forth, aim to bring those knees to the tops of the arms. And back. And back. Beautiful. Another thing that really helps is to shift your focus. So imagine you're looking into your reflection in a pond just in front of you. One of my favourite teachers, Yoga with Adrian, she always says, look at your reflection in a pond and ask, who am I? And it's always really stuck with me. So rocking back and forth, looking into your reflection in the pond, and then with time, maybe you'll get a lift off of one foot, maybe the other, and maybe with time, you'll get lift off for both. And then you can start to bring the heels closer to the glutes. Really press into those palms. And back down. Lovely. So that's your crow pose. There are a couple of modifications for people with different difficulties with it. There's two options here. So there are people who are afraid of hitting the ground with their face. I have been one of those people. 2 blocks are a great help for this, because it just means the ground is a little further away from you, so you don't feel like going to smash your face, which is always great. So pressing the palms into your blocks. You can also use big books. It's a little harder to get your knees as high up as you probably want them to be from this position, but it does take away the fear a little bit. Coming up into your crow pose. Just like that. The other option is for people who struggle to get their knees high up enough on their arms. So you would do the opposite thing. You would put your feet on the blocks, shift them together. Feet on the blocks, hands on the ground. This is my personal favoured modification. And then rocking into your crow. And that makes it feel a whole lot easier to get your knees where you want them to be. I hope that's helped in some way, even if you've just done a yoga practice and you just want to pop crow pose onto the end. I hope there's something in there for you that might be useful. Keep an eye out, because I'm going out breath. Keep an eye out for other how-to tutorials I'm going to do for commonly requested asanas, poses. And I'll see you soon. Thank you very much for watching.